For me and my family, peace is always an option. But today, choose violence. Now in a can.
Look at you being all awake and stuff. You're reading words, and you probably aren't even stabbing anybody right now. You deserve a coffee, you little ray of sunshine.
I'm Judy. I have cafe. Come for breakfast.
Hey folks, Mike Barron here. Every time we do a crowdfunder, we place it on Fund My Comic. Because Luke Stone is a great guy, he's a stand-up guy, and most importantly, Fund My Comic is very comic creator friendly. They won't kick you off if some purple-haired freak writes in and tells them to kick you off. His fees are also very low. I recommend Fund My Comic for any comic or graphic novel projects you intend to do.
In the middle of the night or early Friday morning, depending upon where you are in the world, a group of experienced comics professionals get together to examine and instruct about the art form that they love. That's great comic artwork on Comics by Night, Fridays at 5 a.m. Eastern, here on the Indie Comics Network, indiecomicsnetwork.com.
What was that? This is not a charade.
What a crow.
Welcome. What the heck is StreamYard doing? Do this thing. I'm telling you.
Huh?
StreamYard. What the?
Yeah.
What the
Get
heck?
your act together. Oh my goodness. Guys, we've already got someone's already flipped us the bird first thing this morning. So we got to play it. I like that dance. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's
Good dance. Good dance. Thank you, Bunny, for that $5 super chat. He says, flip that bird. Welcome back, Baconeers, listening at work. Well, buddy, we hope we're going to give you an entertaining hour this
Hopefully.
morning at work. Try to make that Thursday go a little bit faster, go a little bit better. It is quite a day already. Quite a day. I don't know what time you guys start, but I've been starting at around 5:30 and getting to work. As I realized now that school is in session, your boy doesn't like to stick around after work and draw because I am beat come 5:30 after these kids are out of here, right? So yesterday we had 60 kids, a little over 60 kids. We'll just round it down to 60. And we had 4 adults. So if you're doing the math, that's 15 teenagers per adult that we had to keep an eye on and that we were feeding, man. They ate every bit of the food we had for them yesterday. And man, they had a good time though. It was a good day. It was another good day.
Yeah,
over
that's
here.
the age for that. At 15,
Yep.
you go with some stuff. Food, I mean.
Yeah. Put down some. Yeah, and you deal with some stuff in life.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff, man. It's love it, man. I love my job, love doing what I'm doing. But yeah, so I've been coming in early, coming in the morning, trying to work for about 3 hours on the top half of the day. And it's been working. I've been making some leeway, with that. But I also went to bed at 9 o'clock the other night, which I don't think I've done that since, I don't know, like grade school when my parents made me go to bed at 9 o'clock. Yeah, my bedtime wasn't 9 o'clock since we're talking like 4th or 5th grade, man. A long time ago.
I mean, 9 o'clock is my normal hours. Like I do draw all day. That's all I do, draw and make videos. Yeah. But I'm really, really like productive in the morning. Afternoon, it's more of a, just dropping some lines, workout, make dinner. By 9, I'm in bed, like old folks.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That 50.
Yep.
50.
That's why I'm doing this now.
Years old. Yeah.
Yeah. Got to show the age.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. So our social media guy the other day did one of the Grok animations for the Fund My Comic thing.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw that. I saw the comment. I didn't appreciate.
Saw that? Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, wait, why are you gonna do me like that?
Yeah, that's my bad. Yeah,
no, but I mean, you're right.
It'd take you a week to pull that off.
Not really. Like
someone
a day.
else come up in there. Yeah, I'd take a day. And then someone else topped in. I'd get that done in an afternoon.
Yeah.
No,
it would take me like
taking like seconds.
A day. Because the thing is,
like, he's not an animator.
Yeah.
He's not even an artist. He's a writer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like since the art is already provided, because that's basically moving it. It's just a matter of cutting it out, put the centers where they should be, make the couple of notes that it needs, and animate it. It would be like a day. But still, it wouldn't be that much money if people find it more practical to do it in AI. Like, well, what can I do? But the thing is, like, when you try to do acting with AI, it still looks weird. It might get there someday, but
yeah. Well, here's where I think AI is at. It gives you a proof of concept that you can animate something, and what it'll do, I think, is it will encourage or entice people to want to get their actual stuff animated.
Yeah.
Right. Like, all right, this little clip's cool. So what would it look like if I paid a real artist to get this done? Real animated. And And that's what I think it does, because that's what I'm finding with AI, with comic book stuff. People will put a prompt in for a character design, and that's all well and good. And then they'll be like, hey, what can you do with this? I mean, this kind of give me, the itch to make this happen, to make it a reality. So, that's what I think. Now, I don't like it when people use AI to try to remove creativity.
Yeah.
Like instead of writing it, you have AI write it for you. I mean, there's times to do that, like ad copy. I think that's fine. Anything push off on an intern, do that. Yeah, have them do it, especially if like with your marketing stuff. But so we kind of got on the bandwagon with that, and so it made me start thinking about bandwagons and how I like bandwagons, because bandwagons are really cool because that's where the bands are at, right?
Especially when they're red.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about some bandwagons today. No, we're not. No, I don't know what we're going to talk about. We'll figure it out. We've got until 10:15 to get it together. And so at some point, we'll talk about the news this morning. There's some, believe it or not, it's not all doom and gloom. There's some good
Oh, no. Is that kind of show? Is there going to be
you
happiness?
You love the doom and gloom. No, yeah. I did jump on the bandwagon. I jumped on the Superman bandwagon, by the way.
Okay.
I jumped on that because that movie, I was not thinking it was going to be any good. Randy, you said it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you liked it.
It's good. Yeah.
So I went and I watched it. I watched it.
I liked it.
Yeah, you guys said it was good. So I watched it. But did you hear that it's already getting ready to go to streaming? Yeah, that seems quick. Remember when you had to wait a
couple of
months and months for a movie once it left the box office to even get it on DVD? Now it's 45 days. It's in the
that's the thing, and I think that this is what's happening with cinema. There's an skewed sense of reality when if a movie doesn't make $1 billion, it's a flop, and it's because of all these inflated budgets they have. So now, like the box office is not what it used to be. It's a couple of weeks. People go, they don't go back. I remember, I knew people who saw Lord of the Rings 14 times in the cinema. But that was back in the day. Now people saw a movie
in the day. Yeah.
Back in the day. Now the beard stuffing. Back in the day.
I like the beard. The beard looks good on you.
Yeah, we'll go 14 times to watch a movie. Now they go once.
It's taken him 3 years to get to this point.
Yeah. So have you guys seen the Fantastic Four?
Yeah, I seen it.
No, I didn't see it.
That was nice. It wasn't good as Superman was, but it was nice. It wasn't really there was no messaging, no anything. But let's just say it was very generic Fantastic Four story.
Some friends of ours that aren't really comic book fans, her husband is, but she's not. They said it was boring.
Exactly. It offers nothing new.
Gavin saw it and he said, "Yeah, it was kind of boring." He goes, "It was all right." He goes, "It was pleasant. It's like vanilla ice cream, a little chocolate drizzled on the top. It's fine. It's non-offensive."
Yeah.
But it's not you're not going back for seconds. It's just
you don't understand though. That's a radical change for Marvel.
Yeah,
exactly.
It is in the right direction.
It is offensive though. They've got a female Silver Surfer in there. The editing is goofy, wonky at the start. That I totally did not agree with. I don't think that you should hire John Malkovich to come in and play the Red Ghost and then leave everything that you shot of him sitting on the cutting room floor.
Yeah. That was dumb.
That's not right. There needs to be an extended version of it, but like you said, if people are already perceiving it as boring, I saw it as a miraculous change for Marvel because it stopped being offensive. I mean, for the most part, the story was, Silver Surfer was not canon. That cost them at least 300, if not 500 million right there, on that decision. Well, I've been keeping my ears open and apparently the way that they do their writing by committee, it's mostly Feige. And all of these decisions all come down to one or two idiots up there in the writing room, but they've decided that maybe they might want to make some money.
Hey,
So they're sitting there and they're trying to do a little bit of fan service. There's the nice thing about the FF. If you go in and you look and you know history, you know your comic history, this is as close to they've gotten to Jack Kirby on film.
Yeah,
true. Yeah.
Despite the female Silver Surfer, Galactus was pretty accurate.
Yeah, Galactus was amazing.
They still would have, I think they would have made a big difference if they had brought in and stayed tight to the story. The story that they took this from is good. It's solid. Didn't really need to be played with, but they did it anyway. Try to put in a couple of notes. I think you're seeing some realization about comic history in that Kirby has not, to this point, really gotten his due. They kind of tipped their hat to him a little bit in Ragnarok here and there, some of the stylistic stuff. But the characters were a lot closer to what Kirby had written. The main four. The Invisible Woman wasn't offensive until close to the end when she started doing the little mommy adrenaline thing and stopping. That was kind of okay. You've gone a little too far there. She's powerful, but she's not that powerful, if you know what I mean.
Without spoilers, right?
Yeah, they tried, and then at the end they tried to put an icing on it with a Jack Kirby quote, which I thought was really pleasant. Especially with the lack of any acknowledgement, except for at the very front of the film, that Stan might have had a footprint in this whatsoever. Yeah. That was really nice. The big thing with the MCU, though, is they're going to have to do another 3 to 4 movies that are this quality, which I don't think they're going to be able to do, in order to gain back any kind of audience trust, because they have bred so much apathy with their last few movies and streaming debacles. That's the only way to describe it, that people have stopped caring.
I mean,
if this movie came out right after Endgame, it would have made $1 billion.
I mean, I think they can make a comeback if they handle the X-Men properly. But I'm not holding my breath.
There's no way in hell they're going to be able to do that.
Yeah, I'm not holding my breath on that one.
And then you have to get to which version of the X-Men are you going to do? Well, of course, they're not going to do the original set.
No, they're going to do the Gala.
Because you got to have Wolverine in it. You got to have Storm in it, Yeah. But I can't see doing X-Men right now for Marvel is an incredibly bad move. They should leave them on another universe and just have them as peripheral characters even. But they still have to make up for the botched Black Panther mess. They still have to make up for the Eternals mess, the Shang-Chi mess, the embarrassment that was supposed to have been a Doctor Strange movie. And they've got a long way to go before they're going to be remotely successful.
Yeah, and not only that, the Disney, the straight to streaming product, like Hawkeye was a character destroying move.
And you'll never see Renner as Hawkeye again, because he's gone public about how much money they offered him, which was an embarrassment. And
absolutely.
And he was right to ask, "Oh, are you offering to pay me half because you think I'm half a man now that I had this big accident, or what?" It's like stupid on their part. But on the other hand, this Endgame, or this not Endgame, Doomsday thing that they've got planned just looks like just a horrible embarrassment.
Looks like
everybody might get a half a minute of airtime.
It's gonna have 1,000 cameos in it, dude. It's gonna, like, where's the story gonna be?
Might as well have them walk in from the left, wave,
and say hi.
Their powers a little bit, walk out to the right.
Hi, look, I'm a Marvel character. Bye.
Hi, I'm the Hulk.
Yep. They want to make money right now with an Avengers movie. They won't be able to do it because they don't have the Avengers in the continuity.
Yeah, they don't have the backdrop and the build-up to an Avengers movie right now.
You want to go back to Avengers Annual 1 or 2 with Scarlet Centurion. And bring Kang back, bring in the Squadron Supreme, have them kick ass for 2 hours, and just have a good, fun time. They're not going to do that. See, Gunn knows how to make a fun movie. He's proved it over and over again, and that's what he did with Superman. He took Superman, made it a fun movie.
It was fun. So Torchbearer Studios says over here, John Malkovich has some skeletons in his closet, and I believe they feared his name being some list. was going to come out and give them some bad press.
I can't see that.
Yeah,
happening.
with the
Not for a quick cameo.
Well, I don't know if his name's on a.
You think he likes the
list.
tropics and going to islands and stuff?
He might. You know what? I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't put it past anyone in Hollywood.
Exactly.
To be quite honest.
Wouldn't put it past anybody at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd hate to see Keanu Reeves' name on that, but on that list. But at
there
this
are people, man, like that. That's. I mean, the fact that we get this set, it's really our fault because we are idolizing humans. You know what I mean? They're humans. We're all humans. We're all flawed. This Hollywood actors or stars, if you want to call them, they're human too, and they live in a sick environment.
They're susceptible to sin and depravity, just like everybody is, right? I mean,
as the cliche goes, absolute power corrupts absolutely.
It absolutely does.
So yep. If you don't have your P's and Q's together, you are going to be lost in that environment.
Entirely.
And limping.
And limping.
And limping.
And going to the doctor quite often.
Yeah.
Penicillin is your friend.
Yeah. For going to the doctor for loose stuff.
Oh boy.
Man, everyone's gay once in a while.
We weren't even thinking in that direction. That's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're thinking
whatever direction you need.
Right.
Where's the beef?
Exactly.
Here we
go.
Here we go. Where's the beef? You know what the beef is?
Yeah.
It's time for some news. New Robert Crumb comic.
Oh, speaking of depravity.
Yeah.
What do you mean, speaking of depravity?
Fantagraphics books will release Tales of Paranoia, a new one-person anthology. One-person anthology. Comic by Robert Crumb in November. It will be Crumb's first new comic in that format in 23 flip-flapping years, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
The 12 short stories mix memoir, essay, polemic, neurosis, and conspiracy, and include a final dirty laundry story from a script written with Aline Kaminsky Crumb before she passed away in 2022. Whew. And it's drawn by Crumb. Crumb, now 81, began his career in underground comics in the late 1960s with Zap Comics. I loved Zap Comics.
Zap Comics, yep.
It was a Zap comic that that had it was like a little anthology kind of thing, like just samples of a bunch of stories that got me. They were all black and white and made me want to make indie comics so bad. So it was that, and then I go to the comic book store, and then I find Arrow Comics and Silverline and a couple other ones, and I'm like, oh, I need to do this. I need to do this so bad. So Zap Comics, man, way to go, man. Zap Comics, and has continued to work, albeit at a slower pace more recently in the year since the book
he's
of Genesis.
81. What do you
81.
expect?
Come on, man.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
Yeah.
What do you expect?
Jeez.
And we're going to see some of his art here, and so you're going to be able to see why it takes a little longer.
With a lot of artists at Crumb's age, your artwork tends to start eroding. You're simplifying your style down greatly, but with Crumb, he's stepping it up. He's his style right now, especially, is just he's doing some really incredible work. Probably the best in his career.
But you can
look at the
still
hatching.
tell it's him. You know what I mean? It's still him, but it's just enhanced. Whoa, dude, that panel with the backlighting on the face. Look at that, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, he knows what he's doing, and this is this is back in the day. Like this guy's been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
Love it. I'm excited about it. It's good news. It's good
Yeah.
news for comic fans.
It's very good news.
Good news for us.
Yeah.
You know, we get to have some
I'm
more
on-
awesome content.
I'm
Would have been
uncomfortable now.
would have been better news if Fantagraphics had backed that up at fundmycomic.com.
Yeah, it would have been even better news.
Dude,
But
you know-
eventually they will jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
One of these days.
Yeah, you know,
One of these days.
this show has made me feel uncomfortable when I hear good news. I'm waiting for a cage to fall down or something.
I've got at least one piece of bad news for you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
we have at least one piece of bad news. We will have one doom and gloom. All right. One doom and gloom.
Nice.
All right, dude, check this out. Daredevil and Punisher face off in a new limited series by Jimmy Palmiotti.
Okay.
Another great creator. Love this guy's work.
Mm-hmm.
Way to go, Jimmy, on this new gig. Daredevil Punisher, the Devil's Trigger, to launch in November. Another one. November is going to be packed with great comics. It's giving me goosebumps. Look at that. You guys don't know if you can see that. Literal goosebumps.
Mm.
Literal goosebumps.
I mean, Daredevil and Punisher are like a nice match.
This is a classic. You've got to have these two fight.
Yeah, dude.
These were always some of my favorite comics. It's always best when they're fighting in the TV show things that they make. I love it. I love it when they got.
I mean, this has been the best Marvel series for streaming they've made so far.
Yep.
Daredevil season 2 with the Punisher. That was the top Marvel for me.
Yeah.
In streaming.
Now I got to be honest. You know, the new Daredevil season, I kind of fell off after 5 episodes. It was boring.
I haven't even seen it.
It's boring the crap out of me.
They had to do something. They had to go through some major reshoots on that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because apparently Kevin Feige wasn't watching what they were doing. And I guess by the end of the first episode, they had killed off Matt Murdock, replaced him with a woman with a tech suit.
No.
Called that Daredevil, and ran the rest of the series with that. And Feige told him no and scrapped it. That's the rumor.
Wow.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
Wouldn't be surprised either. But again, Marvel's starting to sit back, just Disney in general, starting to sit back and going, maybe we should start making money.
Right.
And it's
like they were allergic to it there for a while.
Yeah, very much so. And it's going to take them a couple of years before, and some really good solid products before they get back to any type of respectable ledge. But in the meantime, everything's going to appear, especially in the streaming and the movies, to be a big joke.
Yeah,
no
the things like
I am never going to financially recover from this.
They're in for a hard fight.
Yeah, but before saying they want to make money again, they should say like, "Hey, maybe we're surrounded by insane people."
Well, their big problem, at least at Marvel and Star Wars, I think, is that there's absolutely no respect for the material.
Yeah,
none
everybody there is
whatsoever.
insane.
Yep, and they have people up there who despise, especially at Marvel, that despise comics, and they're looking at the gigs that they're in as a stepping stone because it's a Marvel movie. It'll get some attention that they'll be able to jockey into a career further on up the line. But right now,
share the message.
Infantile funny book movie, and they need to stop, and they need to change their entire mental attitude. Same thing goes with Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. We'll talk about Star Wars here in a little bit too. Hojo, happy birthday, Hojo!
Hey, happy birthday, sir!
Happy birthday to you.
It might have been too close to what he was thinking because from what I understand, they ditched a good 3/4 of what they had shot of Daredevil originally and had to go through and reshoot it. And that's why you got a lot of dinner scenes and a lot of, across the table scenes. They really didn't have the budget to do much of anything else.
Yeah. Just a bunch of Vincent D'Onofrio eating vegan food.
Oh, Matt, let's go have dinner.
Dude, nobody grows that big eating vegan.
Let's hang out at the diner. Yeah.
Let's hang out at the diner.
The whole time in secret, like he has this little dungeon that he's eating steak and
full of
bloody steak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to hide that inner vicious monster that he is.
Yeah, bats
Sometimes
and
you just
bats
gotta
of
embrace
pork
it, man.
lard just lying
Sometimes
around.
You just gotta embrace it. But speaking of let's switch the view here for a second. Speaking of shows that do honor the source material, I got to tell you, the Wednesday show is doing a great job of that. They're keeping that Wednesday character consistent with who she was. And now they've introduced more Pugsley this season.
Okay.
And he's fun. Like, you know, like he's not afraid of anything. Like he's completely fearless, just like, you know, the TV show, just like the comic strip. And I got to tell you, at first, when I saw the casting for Gomez Adams, I was like, nah, you got to be kidding me. Really?
Yeah.
That guy? And then I really started looking at the original source material, the comic strips, and he's spot on, dude.
Yep.
The way he acts, the stuff he does,
Yep.
the relationship he has with the kids.
Yep.
I'm like, they really are paying attention to it and doing a great job.
Yeah.
The weirdest thing about that show for me is the girl that plays the siren, the African-American girl with the close cropped hair. It's just weird for me because she has Ion's face from my comic book. And so I have been drawing that since 2014, 2015. And so it's weird to see a human being that has the face of a cartoon character that I made up. So, I mean, but if ever, you know, lightning, you know, the planets were to align and someone would be like, Luke, we're going to make hybrids a TV show or something. She would be my first pick for Ion because she is just, and she's a great actress too. Like she really just, like she holds emotion well in her face. She's these kids they're probably not kids. They're probably in their 20s or 30s.
Yeah.
They look like kids to me. You know, when you're in your 40s, everyone's a kid, you know. They're doing a good job. Yeah, so far, you know, we're 2 or 3 episodes in, and so far, so good. I'm really liking it. So good job on that. Good job on that. But it's comic strip related, right?
It's nice. It's nice to see them respecting the material, at least, even though they're kind of going out of their way to fill in a lot of background. And so they got the space to do that now.
Finally.
They weren't able to do that with the movies.
And back to Jimmy Palmiotti's work. Marvel Knights co-founder Jimmy Palmiotti will helm a new 5-issue limited series featuring 2 of that imprint's key characters, Daredevil and Punisher. The Devil's Trigger, with art by Tommaso Bianchi. And this will launch in November with Punisher declaring all-out war on New York's crime syndicates, forcing Daredevil to intervene to keep the rest of the city safe. Marvel Comics will release the first issue on November 26th, 2025, with a cover by Kendrick Kunka Lim. That will be available with and without trade dress.
Dude, that sounds like
we get a Virgin cover.
Yeah, that sounds like a Conan villain.
Kunka.
Kunka Lim now.
Kunka Lim. Reconnecting with the storyline originally sparked during the Marvel Knights era is pure adrenaline and nostalgia for me, and gives me the opportunity to dive deeper into what makes both the Punisher and Daredevil unique in the Marvel Universe, Palmiotti said in a statement accompanying the announcement. Revisiting these iconic characters and their explosive ideological clash feels like slipping back into a gritty, familiar alleyway for me. The Punishers wiped the Nucci family off the map, but the vacuum doesn't stay empty for long as Daredevil witnesses the birth of 4 new crime syndicates as they rise from the ashes to take over the city. Man, that just sounds fun. Yeah. As Daredevil pursues the next wave of criminal empires, Frank's determined to teach Matt Murdock that permanent justice comes at the barrel of a gun. Palmiotti.
That's a nice line.
Yeah,
that's a nice line.
It's philosophy versus firepower as Hell's Kitchen becomes a battleground, not just for turf, but for the soul of justice itself. The deeper I go, the clearer it becomes. Both men are right, and both are wildly wrong. That tension, that moral knife edge, it's the heartbeat of this entire series.
Man, he's going in deeper and harder. I like it.
Man. like I said, I like Jimmy. I've always liked Jimmy. He's a nice, he's a pretty pleasant guy. I don't know if he's a good guy or not, but he's a pleasant guy online.
Yeah.
So I like it. I like it. Oh, guys, I got your I got it for you.
Doom and gloom coming soon.
There you go. There you go. Of course, it's Funko. Funko loses 41 million in brutal quarter. Oh, 40 million.
What?
Oh, on 28% U.S. sales decline. 28% in a quarter. Oh my gosh. That's bad. That's bad.
That's
Funko reported a loss of 41 million on a 28% U.S. sales decline in a brutal second quarter, which is attributed primarily to the impact of U.S. import taxes. The announcement of tariffs in early April caused Funko's largest customers who purchased goods shipped directly from China to the U.S. to pause their shipments to the U.S. for roughly 2 months. The company explained in its earnings call. Those shipments did not resume until June. Too late to save the quarter sales. Funko also paused shipments headed to its warehouses in quarter 2. In addition to the direct impact on sales, the company also had a significant hit to its margins due to a shortfall in minimum guaranteed royalties caused by the shipping interruption, the actual tariff expense, and an increase in reserves against inventory to cover anticipated liquidation costs of inventory, which is being affected by delays and price increases. U.S. sales declined from 163 million in quarter 2 2024 to just 117.9 million in quarter 2 of 2025. The sales decline for all territories was 22% to 193.5 million from its previous 247.7 million in the year ago quarter. Sales in Europe were only down 4%. It's still down 4%. Still a lot, especially at those rates. But you know, in comparison to 28%, the 41 million quarter 2 loss compared to a 5.4 million profit in quarter 2 of 2024. Funko replaced CEO Cynthia Williams, formerly CEO of Wizards of the Coast, in July, replacing her with Michael Lunsford as interim CEO, who had previously held the same role after the departure of longtime CEO Brian Mariotti. Funko had shown accelerating losses in quarter 1 before the tariffs were announced. So this is not just all tariffs. This is accelerated losses before the tariffs were announced, leading to workforce reductions and price increases. A search for a permanent CEO is underway, with an announcement expected soon, Lunsford said in a call. The company was able to get amendments to its loan agreements a few weeks ago, waiving a couple of covenants for a limited period, and is seeking to refinance its debt before the end of the year. It has only $5 unused on its credit line. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
$5 unused on its credit line.
So I'm in better financial position than them.
Yeah, we're in better financial positions than these guys are. I mean, I could at least go get some. I could at least go. I could afford some Chipotle today.
Yeah, you can get some McDonald's. Like those guys can.
So is up against the limits to its liquidity. With the earnings release, Funko also announced that it was preparing to sell up to 40 million in new stock at market prices to raise cash. The situation required a second quarter of going concern statements in its financials. On the positive side, Funko reported that its e-commerce sales and early point of sale reporting from its customers were not showing unit sales impact from its price increases. The company is predicting that second half sales will be down high single digits. In addition to looking for new sources for equity and debt financing, the company is exploring strategic options, quote unquote, which usually means a sale or merger of the company.
Yeah.
Sometimes strategic options also mean bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Also mean filing bank. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. But guess what? I can report that we have a new Funko Pop CEO as of August 13th at 2:56 a.m. They reported Diamond exec. All right, so here's what's going on. People on the Move and Roundup. Here we go. Our People on the Move Roundup reports on the new Funko CEO, a former Diamond book distributor executive at Penguin Random House Publisher Service, and an industry vet to Prana. Funko has appointed former Netflix executive Josh Simon as its new CEO and joins the board of directors, the company announced. Simon replaces interim CEO Mike Lunsford, who took over from former Wizards of the Coast president Cynthia Williams when she was let go in July. Simon was vice president consumer products at Netflix, where he oversaw its global merch business, live experiences, and the Roald Dahl Story Company. He comes in at a tough time. Funko lost $41 million in his most recent quarter. Emily Batika has joined Penguin Random House Publisher Service as Direct Client Services. Batika, who spent 18 years in various roles at Diamond, was most recently vice president of client services at Diamond's book distributors from 2017 until she was laid off in June. Gabe Yoakum. This dude took a selfie in his closet. Look at this.
Yeah.
I love this
not
dude's
inspiring.
energy. They're like, hey, I need a picture. All right, here you go.
Yeah.
I'm getting dressed. I own a suit.
Yeah.
And some white shoes in the background, as you can see.
Hmm.
Come on, dude. Put in some effort.
Yeah.
You're a professional. Gabe Yoakum has joined Prana Direct Market Solutions as Sponsorship and Business Development Manager. The company announced in that role, he'll represent the EXP, the live sales and original content platforms founded by retailer Jen King, Dynamite Entertainment CEO Nick Barucci, and Kyle Northrop, which recently signed with Prana to expand sales and advertising. Zardsky Comics News and other Prana productions, including Comic Industry Insiders Live, which airs on the EXP. Yoakum spent time at Double Take and Midtown Comics before a 6-year stint at Reed Pop, ending in 2023.
Okay.
No effort.
So we got Closet Guy, Emily Botica.
Yep.
Nice.
Here's some good ones.
Okay.
Sony Pictures Entertainment releases a Spider-Man brand new day production vignette. See below. The vignette shows Tom Holland's first day on the set at the new movie, shooting a scene where he is riding a tank down the street. Recently, Sony also announced that the Hulk would be in the new movie.
Ooh,
get the Hulk.
goody.
Disney's in the news. Disney has settled an Elon Musk-founded lawsuit with Gina Carano, according to Variety. The lawsuit alleged that Disney wrongfully fired the Mandalorian star after Carano shared a social media post that compared being a modern Republican to the experience of Jewish people during the Holocaust. That's disingenuously.
That's not what you
said.
said.
Not quite how that went. It's not what she said.
That's how
she
everybody
said that the same kind of hate, that produced that is being produced right now in the United States. So we can lead to that.
They still got to get their jabs in.
Freaking retards, man. I'm telling you.
Yep.
A Lucasfilm representative stated that they have reached an agreement with Carano and look forward to identifying opportunities to work together with Ms. Carano in the near future.
It was the nicest kiss-ass statement Disney has released off of a lawsuit in years.
It really has. And we don't really know how much she got, but I'm guessing she got a lot.
Hopefully, man.
Rumor is that she got more than compensated, and she's getting her old job back with Favreau. directing this series, but that might not come to pass. It all depends on.
Yeah.
Wagner
I mean,
says,
one thing is a press release, and another thing is actually seeing the thing.
There
happening.
you go. Exactly.
Yeah. So
right. Darren Wagner says maybe Funko will start making their pops in the U.S. now. You know they could. They really, really could.
Yeah.
Torchbearer says Penguin Random House has gone woke internally. They refused to publish my children's book because it was too conservative.
Wow.
Hey. What? Ouch.
I'm not surprised.
No, not surprised
Doesn't
at all.
surprise me a bit. Prime Video's Vault Rising has begun production and adds new cast members. According to Variety, The Boys prequel spin-off series starring Jensen Ackles and Aya Cash will also include the following new cast members: Jordan Myrie, Niccolo Passetti, Ricky Stafari, and Brian J. Smith.
I don't know any of these people, and
Don't
that
any of
gives
them.
me that gives me, you know.
I think it's because I'm old that I don't know any of these people.
Probably.
Jensen Ackles was part of Supernatural.
There you go.
I knew him. He was the only name I knew.
Got a long jacket, but yeah.
He was the only name I knew. The Hulu streaming app is scheduled to be phased out. According to Variety, Hulu will be fully integrated into the Disney Plus app in 2026.
Well, Disney's got this is a way for Disney to stuff their numbers, because they've been the original programming they've been putting on that channel is not getting anywhere. So they're going to merge Hulu in with it in the hopes that
they need this.
It makes one big strong streaming service.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
They need that.
That's the thing. Like when it was Hulu and Netflix alone, I felt like everybody was making money. But then greed got in the way, and we are in the state we are right now, where everybody wanted their streaming service, and then we, as a public, need to pay $70 or $80 to have them all. It was never going to work.
Well, greed always gets in the way.
Yeah. But I mean, greed is stupid, because you might make a couple of bucks initially, but then you'll end up like Disney Plus.
Hope you guys weren't enjoying the Goosebumps series on Disney Plus. Disney has canceled it. Series lasted 2 seasons on Disney Plus, but now Sony Pictures TV will have to shop the R.L. Stine IP around for a new home. Yeah.
Probably won't be too difficult. It's a recognizable name.
Very recognizable name. Very recognizable
name. The thing is, like, Goosebumps, it's got one of those like generational products. Like the parents will show Goosebumps to their kids because they grew up with it. So I don't think they're in trouble.
Guys, it wouldn't be a Thursday.
Yep.
It wouldn't be a Thursday without talking about Diamond.
Run your doom and
We're
gloom.
always talking about Diamond.
Doom and gloom.
Yeah.
Doom and gloom coming soon.
Diamond Comic Distributors and Alliance Games. Oh, I'm yawning.
You're even bored.
I'm so bored with Diamond. I'm so sick.
Damn straight. Bored.
I'm like, come on, just die already. Die already. Just
Jesus. Let go of the edge of the cliff.
Go way back in the 80s. You know.
Oh my gosh. Go ahead, Randy. Read this one.
Diamond Comic Distributors and Alliance Game Distributors have continued to operate after Diamond Comic Distributors and related companies filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in January. But not all
in one breath. Nice
petition invoices, not all post-petition invoices are getting paid as they come due. To better understand the situation, we talked to Angelo Zarakos, the CEO of Universal Distribution. Sorry if I massacred that name. Which acquired Diamond Division Alliance Game Distributors in May. To clarify, debts incurred before Diamond filed pre-petition debt were mostly frozen, except for creditors who had to get paid for their business to continue. Debts incurred by the bankruptcy estate, the court-supervised Diamond companies, between filing and the sale of the company assets in May were generally related or treated as administrative claims necessary to keep the companies functioning and preserve value for a potential sale. But it's been clear for some time that not all invoices from that period were being paid as they came due. In late June, Dynamite Entertainment filed a motion to compel Diamond to pay invoices for goods snipped after the filing, which it said totaled over $1 million and were necessary for its survival. And in announcing to retailers in mid-July that it would be working with ACD distribution for U.S. retailers in the future, Snowbright Studio alleged that Alliance Game Distributors had sold consignment inventory for which it had not been paid. We asked Zarakos for clarification. Exarchos.
Yeah.
He told us in our interview last month that something for Alliance Game Distributors, Universal Distribution had covered the pre-petition debts to creditors as part of its acquisition price and was also covering new invoices. But we did not specifically ask which debts incurred by Alliance between the bankruptcy filing and the sale to Universal. And it turns out that there's a twist. There's always a twist when it comes to diamonds. Technically speaking, those should be guaranteed, and they are guaranteed through the court. It's just that the timing is not guaranteed, he said.
Yeah.
If there's no cash right now, they're basically not paying them until they're able to convert either inventory or receivables or any other assets from the estate into cash to make those payments. He also addressed.
I have a question, though. I have a question because the things like, they want to liquidate the assets. So goods that are in consignment, are they asset of Diamond? They don't own it, right?
Right. That's what they've been fighting over.
Yeah, but
because they want to acquire them and not as their inventory, but
this legalese.
But the publishers are wanting their stuff back.
Yeah.
They just want money for the stuff. I doubt that they actually want the material back, but they'll take that in lieu of not getting paid for it.
Yeah, they either want their books or they want their money.
Yeah.
Like they would prefer their money, obviously, because they still have to pay the creators and the artists.
But the thing is, if they have the books, at least they have a negotiating room to find a new house. You know what I mean? So now they're held hostage over legalese, basically.
I mean, there's a bunch of inventory they've already paid for that's sitting over there at Diamond warehouses, and Diamond's literally trying to steal it from them.
Yeah. Well, the new Diamond. Zarakos also addressed the question whether Universal would take over those obligations. The problem is we're not allowed to pay them unless we go back to court and shift the mandate from the estate to us, he explained. The process for us would probably take months, and it would probably be expensive for us to go back to the court and seek a mandate like that. As far as I understand, they're going to be paid. It's just a question of when. Probably dime on the dollar when they're all done.
Yeah, exactly.
He shared his concern over the impact of the late payments by the bankruptcy estate. See, these guys in the green section are always the back of the bus. They're always the last to get paid. They're always the ones that are spat on. But anyway, I digress. I shared his concern over the impact of the late payments by the bankruptcy estate. It sucks because there's a lot of these vendors who really need that cash right now, he said. I wish we could do something to make it go faster. We did speak to the estate several times, impressed upon them that this can damage our business relationships. They understand. And they say they're doing their best to raise the cash as soon as possible.
So just to clarify what's going on is Diamond still owes a lot of money, right?
Yep.
Pre-petition kind of stuff. They weren't paying them. Part of the selling, the money that went from Universal to the Diamond estate, the bankruptcy estate, right, was to cover those. But there wasn't a timeline mandated. So the estate, who's mismanaged everything, gets to continue to mismanage the money that it got from the sale.
Yeah.
If it's still there.
If it's not
they
there,
haven't already used it all.
Yep. This is one more way in which the bankruptcy process has gone south, and it's perhaps one reason why Diamond is trying to seize and sell consignment inventory in its warehouse, a move that is being hotly contested by its consignment vendors.
And there is no new news on this, by the way. Or we're covering today.
What this whole article was about was passing the buck, passing the blame. Not our problem. We'd have to go back to court and make a lot of money if we were to take that burden on. We don't want to take that burden on, so we're not going to do it.
Yeah. Let somebody else do it.
In the meantime, Diamond wants to steal your stuff and sell it.
Because I'm trying to tell them, you guys need to do this because it's hurting our business, but
Yeah.
I'm just glad it's not directly hurting our business.
Yeah.
We could have been tied up in this whole debacle.
We really could have. I'm so glad that
it didn't. Yep.
Did not do that. Oh, man, there's a reason why you guys do that.
It's a mess. It's been a mess. It's been a mess since the 80s, since Diamond formed. Diamond stagnated the entire direct market. And on the other hand, it has caused crowdfunding and other avenues, webtoons and other avenues to spring up in its stead, because you can't kill comics. You can only kill the distribution system and the inner workings of comics. You'll see corporations come and go, but the art form is far from dead.
Yeah. Only the artists die.
No, look, they're catching key issues from the Age of Apocalypse event. Is that, what is that? That's just the front and back cover, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, maybe a little bit of artwork, cover work here and there. The key issues, what are those? Age of Apocalypse. Anyway, in 95, Marvel Comics temporarily replaced its X-Men series with a new miniseries set in an alternate universe called The Age of Apocalypse. Now, 30 years later, it's been 30 years since that debacle, they will collect the first issues of 4 of the original event stories into a one-shot X-Men Tales from the Age of Apocalypse. Milk 'em while you got 'em. One shot priced at $3.99.
Oh my gosh.
Holy crap.
That whole series. Down $3. You know what? I think maybe I think you can go get the whole series in the dollar bin for less than that.
Probably. The only redeeming factor about that is that it's pretty. It's pretty well drawn.
It is very
that whole thing, but the story is just terrible. It's the worst. It's better than the current run or the run of X-Men up to that point, because these writers had a free hand to do, whatever they want and move big pieces around. But in the meantime, anyway, that will include Astonishing X-Men #1 by Scott Lobdell and Joe Mandarera, X Factor #1 by John Francis Moore and Steve
X.
Factor X1, excuse me.
Don't get that one confused. It's a good one.
Yeah. X Factor is actually a porn film, but that's a whole nother story. Factor X #1 by John Francis Moore and Steve Epking. Weapon X #1 by Larry Hama and Adam Kubert. And Amazing X-Men #1 by Fabian Nicieza and Adam Kubert. It will go on sale on November 12th with a cover by Paco Medina in order to confuse everyone, modern and past time, of what the current X-Men continuity is. Not that they have one. Marvel's also making the anniversary with 2 new events. Men of Apocalypse, which will launch in September.
What?
And wow, that's kind of a overly masculine.
Yeah.
X-Men of Apocalypse, which will launch in September. And Age of Revelation, which kicked off in July and will continue into October.
Men of Apocalypse sounds like a stripper troupe for men, made out of men.
And the Age of Revelation is the entire series is John having fever dreams on the Isle of Patmos about the X-Men. But
there
we go.
Yeah, it's the other book he wrote, the lesser known.
Yeah. Disney and Webtoon announced multi-year deal to bring Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, and 20th Century Studio Comics to Webtoon platform and further denigrate the independent creator.
Yep. Pretty much.
Disney and Webtoon Entertainment have seen the cash cow and inked a deal to bring about 100 comics from Marvel Comics, Disney, Star Wars, and 20th Century Studios to a dedicated section of the English language Webtoon app. The selection will include reformatted comics as well as new ones developed specifically for the vertical scroll format. And the first few episodes will be free. Give them a taste. With subsequent episodes available to purchase with in-app currency. Drug dealers use the same techniques. Anyway, the launch titles are Amazing Spider-Man 2022 by Zeb Wells, John Romita Jr., and Ed McGuinness. Avengers 2012 by Jonathan Hickman and Jerome Apina. Star Wars 2015 by Jason Era and John Cassaday. Alien 2021 by Philip Kennedy Johnson and Salvador LaRocca. And Disney As Old as Time, A Twisted Tale, adapted by Beatrice Basoli and Francesca Silverero, with art by Chiara Bracale and Rosella Gentile.
No, these are Italian, so it's Chiara Bracale,
Gentile,
Rosella Gentile,
Charia Bracale.
Yeah.
The Disney, Marvel, 20th Century, and Star Wars brands are among the most legendary, creative, and successful in the industry until the last 10 years, said Yog-So Kim, Chief Strategy Officer and Head of Global Webtoon. We're thrilled to kick off this collaboration with iconic series from their comic book catalog, and this is just the start. Together, we're bringing this legendary storytelling to a new generation of mobile native comic fans, while giving existing fans a new way to experience series and characters they love. Unfortunately, all of this stuff will be in the middle of a large continuity blast that will confuse everyone as they start reading. Our collaboration with Webtoon will allow us to expand our beloved franchise universes on a best-in-class digital platform, added Daniel Fink, SVP, Head of Digital Innovation, Disney Consumer Products. Whew, that's a long title. We look forward, that'll probably be redundant in less than 6 months. We look forward to engaging with their dedicated global user base while welcoming future fans to experience a redefined form of Disney storytelling that will have a lasting impact in the digital comics space. We just pray people will look at it. Anyway, Webtoon recently announced collaborations with Dark Horse Comics and IDW Publishing, as well as a new consumer goods division so that they can sell stuff. Stuff.
T-shirts.
In other words, Webtoon's going to be spending more time concentrating on the corporate and less time trying to develop creative independence.
Pretty much, just like the rest of the world, man.
There we go.
Yeah.
So they've sucked up Webtoons. Now what's left? Tapas? Maybe somebody.
I don't trust any of these.
Somebody will come up with a new platform for that.
I don't trust any of these platforms because Webtoons was keeping the rights for everything but the comic book for their original material.
Well, I mean, Global Comics.
There's that. There's that.
They took over Global Comics pretty much.
Yep. Just like Comixology.
Yeah.
Got big enough to get attracted by the big fish and then killed.
Yeah.
Yep. Squash.
Got it. Deep fried.
Yep. Deep fried.
Yeah.
Not even breaded. Stuffed down our throats. Anyway.
Speaking of big fish, speaking of the little fish. Speaking of little fish, Fund My Comic, the crowdfunding website that could, still going strong right now, still offering that 1% platform fee. Doing pretty good with that. Fields and Energy, book number 1 by Hans Schantz is up right now. 17 days to go at $5,963, doing really good. A graphic novel doing quite well on the site. Pigman's going to be closing out soon, by the way, I heard. He's sitting strong right now at $23,683. $83.
Awesome.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah, and Richard Embry
We need those
over here with the Devil from Tallow Flats at $2,100. The Atlantean 3 from our own Randy Zimmerman and black belt.
Yeah.
Russ Leach sitting at just under $5,000. Still has 15 days to go.
124 buy-ins so far, folks. We can't thank you enough, and we look forward to having a lot more. So we still got 15 days to go. Yep. There's a great ramp on catch up tour tier, I should say, and a fantastic omnibus collection of the Shadow Kingdom and the first 2 Atlanteans with a great wraparound cover that you just saw scroll by. Just a fantastic cover. These are pages from the 3rd volume of The Atlantean. Really proud of the story. The artwork is amazing. If you love sword and sorcery stuff, this is Cull, this is Brule, out traveling the land looking for a race of shape-shifting serpent demons that were part of the Shadow Kingdom, and that they know is out there hiding in secret, looking to
rise again.
Rise again.
This book looks fantastic, guys. Like I had the honor to make the trailer for it, so I've seen the book, and it made me want to jump in the river more than 4 times. It's really, really good.
We're really gaining, I think, a lot of really good ground. We're starting to get a lot of attention. We were at Howard Days this year. There were people there selling copies of the Atlantean, so we hear. Very proud of that. Had a grand reception. Have had very little, very, very little negativity about the product. Very happy about that. So we seem to be entertaining folks, which we're really proud of. So
without taking your clothes off.
Yeah.
That's
like
really
good sword
fun.
and sorcery stories. This is it.
Yeah.
We're really doing our best to bring that to you.
When you can entertain people without taking your clothes off, you're winning, sir.
Nobody wants me to try to entertain them without my clothes. Anyway.
There's a
It's
market
awkward
for
for
everything,
everybody.
sir. There's a market for everything.
Do you
That's not what OnlyFans tells me, but anyway.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother story.
Do you draw the Flintstones naked? There's a market for that.
And my porn career was over decades ago. Look at this stuff.
Over here. What's that?
Tim Tyler's there. Great artist. Very undervalued Grail 1 through 3. You absolutely need that book to enjoy grunge comics. That's the easiest way to describe it. He's incredibly prolific and incredibly talented. A lot of great quality in those books. Very undervalued on Fund My Comic. It's real solid products, very entertaining, well worth your time. Look at that artwork. Just phenomenal stuff. Yeah, and you have to enlarge it in order to see all the great detail in this thing. Just incredible.
Yeah, this is an artist having fun, guys.
Oh yeah, he's loving what he's doing. You can tell.
Yeah.
Good solid stories, good solid storytelling, just great products in general. Can't recommend it enough.
Nice hatch work.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Just fun material.
Love it. Love the space.
Yeah.
Space. The final. And the
you guys do this like
design
in
is
black
really
and
good.
white. I just respect this so much.
Yeah.
Because I know that, like when I'm working on Call Sign Orion, I leave the space open. I mean, I've drawn it a few ways where I had a layer where I drew the space in the back. But because I work with Patrick, who's such a phenomenal colorist, he just, I leave it open. I let him do his thing.
Yeah.
And it looks amazing every time. It's probably easier for him to do that than it is for me to do it.
Let's look at that work. That's just incredible.
I love it when you can still see
Fun
the pencil
stuff.
lines in there.
Yeah. It almost has a Todd Nauck, Nauck, feel to the faces and figures. Yeah, there's a lot of really tight influences there. Nexus, look at that Nexus.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
This looks great. So they've only got 5 backers over here right now, but they were running on other sites, and they've pulled in $253,879.
Yeah, good on them.
From other platforms with 1,400 backers. So, yeah.
This is a collection of the original Nexus material from Capital City Comics.
Yeah.
In color, it looks like.
In color now, yeah.
Fantastic, yeah.
Very good. Well, guys, that alarm means it's time to go. So, from now on, because of school year, at 10:15, we will be stopping abruptly because that's the way it has to be now.
Great Nexus.
So, guys, thank you for being here. Great, as always, have the panel. Chat, thank you for being here. We do appreciate your feedback and you coming along and encouraging us this hour during your Thursday morning. Hope it was a fun time for you. Hope it was good for you. Please don't forget to go check out Fun My Comic. Don't forget to check out Randy and Pedro.
Two
you
podcasts.
can Google these guys.
It's Friday morning, 5 a.m. Eastern, Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern. We're looking at Big Guy and Big Guy and Rusty, the boy robot, tomorrow morning. And then Sunday, we're looking at Windsor McKay's Little Nemo.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Sounds good.
You can follow me at the Pedro Ang channel for animation instruction, not appreciation. We're going to start appreciating animation later on, but this is more if you want to learn how to animate. Follow me there. Be on the lookout on Arrow Comics for Tropical Magics coming at you at some point this year, I hope, in working on Waifus and Kaiju. So,
yeah.
Yes.
You know what? Honestly, these guys don't know where to find you by now. They just don't want to find you, I think.
Yeah, that's all right.
You can Google these guys, for crying out loud.
That's all right.
You can Google them. That's
I think this beard is going to be the change.
Giving me a goog.
Yeah.
Anyway, as you're online Googling both Pedro and Randy and their early adult film career, apparently, that we learned about this morning.
We don't talk about that.
Well, there's a pastor with my name that got.
Maybe you can find him too.
He got sent to jail for getting like 8 girls pregnant.
Weehaw!
Yeah,
straight to jail.
But he's got my name, so we were like, "Are you that?"
There you go. That's about right.
Because you got
All right,
no,
guys.
I'm not that.
You guys, we have to go, man. All right, guys. Remember, it's so easy to tear down, build up more than you create. Build up more than you tear down. Please leave the wood pile higher than you found it, and by all means, be careful out there.
Let's be careful out there. Let's be careful out there. We had a 187 at the 7-Eleven on the corner of 4th and Main. 2 Caucasians of the male persuasion put a bullet through the cashier's brain. Moving on, I see a 211, half a dozen 459, 218 double user GTA, and several miscellaneous crimes.